Hello and welcome to the Edu-Leaders Show on the Edu Bulletin, where we bring you the latest insights and trends from the world of education. I'm Jessica, and I'm excited to guide you through this episode. We have an esteemed guest joining us, Kalpana Pasara, Principal of NPS International School, Hyderabad. Why does she believe personalized learning is essential to meet the expectations of today's learners? Now, let's move directly into our interview. Over to you, Likhita. Let's hear what ma'am had to say.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edu-Leaders Show 2026. We have amidst us Ms. Kalpana Pasara, Principal NPS International School, Hyderabad. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so the first question is, when it comes to changing how teachers teach, what works and what simply doesn't in your experience?
See, now in the current century, when we are teaching the children, we are teaching Gen Z and Alphas, the tables have entirely turned. It's just not like the previous traditional teaching wherein one size fits all. It's all about how adaptive your classroom is. Because children nowadays are getting choices. In fact, the adults are getting choices. A simple example, I have to go and buy something or order something via Swiggy. I get all my personalized, customized choices, right? So when child is in your classroom, so why are we not customizing and personalizing the learning? So now the current teachers have to adapt themselves to become a more adaptive teacher and make her class adaptive teaching learning class. So this is what I would see in the current teachers to meet up the current challenges. Yeah.
That is a lovely answer. The second question, personalized learning is a big part of the IB and Cambridge philosophy.
Right.
What does that look like in practice and where does it still fall short?
I very well connect with this question because my own child is in IB curriculum. So he's passed out from IB-DB. So although India has got IB and IG into the Indian schools, one thing which they have done is, yes, they tried bringing in something very different, which the curriculum which is mostly on the research base, extensive study base. But what it lacks is bringing in the trained educators. So if there is an IB teacher, the IB profile itself is so vast that the teacher should be a change maker. So for us, and in this current environment, to find that kind of a faculty has become quite challenging. Right, and also the IB profile depends upon lots of research and all, and we have the content, but we lack the direction for the students. So this is, as a parent and as an educator, I feel is missing in the international standard schools.
Last question for you, ma'am.
Yeah.
What does success look like for a student leaving your school beyond marks in college admissions?
See, success is just not marks. If I have to give my own example, I've just scored a very basic number in math. I will be very honest with you.
Yeah.
But I'm quite doing good in my life. So it's all not numbers. Where the success actually lies is how adaptable are your children. Tomorrow, your child or your student can stay with a person who is a neighbor who is of not their mindset or maybe a different religion or coming from a different country. How well are we adapting ourselves to our new neighbor? How good are we living in a relationship wherein we are trying to communicate with each other and live in a very amicable world? See, ultimately, the future belongs to those people who are very good negotiators as well. So, how we communicate, how we put our perspectives, how do we look at these all aspects through our point of view is something very important. So we want our children to be a very good negotiator, a very good communicator who understands what you're speaking. Maybe for me it is 6 and for you it is 9. So this child should know that, okay, for me it is looking 6 and for the other person it is looking like a 9. So it's okay, let me understand from their point of view. So our children should be, that's what is the outcome of the world. That let us understand each other. Sympathy is something always there, but we need to also learn about empathy. So these are the
Do you think
traits.
these kind of issues are being discussed at schools and people, the teachers, as you said, is
Very
challenging
much,
tasks?
very much. Because our schools, if I talk about our NPS International School, we are we want our schools to be a school wherein there is a socio emotional lab is set up in our school. We have a counter wherein if there is a conflict between the two children, they get into a conflict resolution zone room, and they're very beautifully curated that okay, this is my conflict, how do we resolve it, and there is a very good path given that both of them come to an understanding by the end of the that session which we take through. So we need to bring in these labs in our schools wherein we condition their thoughts and we make them understand that what you are always thinking is not always right. It can be wrong also, or it can be right, or it can be also negated. So this is very important than marks.
Okay, so ma'am, we just end this with a quick rapid fire round.
Okay.
I'll be asking very interesting questions. You'll have to answer them in one word. Just
Okay.
one word.
Okay.
So let's begin. Learning, unlearning, relearning.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is hardest for you personally?
For any human being, including me, unlearning is very tough because you're trained with it, and then to unlearn and learn something new is challenging. Yeah.
Okay, the second one word that describes education in India today. One word about
It's evolving.
okay, it's evolving. Marks, necessary evil or outdated tool?
It's an outdated tool.
So true. The best teacher you ever had, one word to describe you had the best teacher of your life.
Okay. Do I tell the name of the teacher? Or?
Yeah, your maths teacher, your mom, your science teacher.
Yeah, the best teacher is my science teacher, Girija Narayan. So she knew that I have some potential in me, although I was not a bright student. So I still remember her.
So that has.
It's always there in my mind that I can do something. She always used to encourage me, Kalpana, don't worry about the marks. You have something which I can see, and then you just wait for it. You will do wonders in your life. And whenever I achieve any milestone, she comes into my mind.
Okay. The next one, technology in schools, too much, too little, or just misused?
I don't say it is misused. At times it is becoming too much, so we need to normalize it. That is very important. Because everything comes with pros and cons, everything for that matter. So we need to normalize it, and we need to make sure that it is used as it has to be used.
That's what we'll have to go our limits.
Yes, exactly. Everything of too much is not good.
Exactly. Okay, if not education, what would you have done with your life?
Okay, I would have become an entrepreneur wherein I create schools where there are no marks.
Okay. So one book every school leader should read.
The Creative Schools is a book which is very fascinating. So I think we should recommend all the educators to read that book.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It was my honor interacting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us for this enlightening discussion. We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we did. Save the number 72170700100 and send "Hi" on WhatsApp to receive daily educational news updates and inspiring interviews from the Edu Bulletin.